Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, but welcome if you are new, and everybody, welcome to kind of, I guess, my new logo that you saw at the beginning of this. I am trying it out. You all know that I do change things up, but it has been a while since I changed up my intro and closing like screen here on YouTube, and I basically combined it or made it my logo that I have created for my Etsy shop, which is linked below. If you like any of these random pages you're seeing me write in, they will either be in there or be in there soon, so you can visit that in the link below. But I'm really excited about the logo, just to talk for a minute about that, because you know, having a cup of coffee or tea, or my water is really the only other thing that I drink, and my planners, papers, journals, Bible, like all of those little books stacked there. And then just the simplicity and functionality of the picture. And, you know, again, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's that beginning picture of my video you saw, and you'll also kind of see the theme that goes with it at the end of this video. But it's just me and where I'm at right now in this season, and I'm really excited about that. So today, though, I'm talking about how I organize my planner for functionality. I feel like I get a lot of questions or a lot of comments regarding that, and it's not necessarily how I do it, but just that it's so nice to have your planner be more of a functional space than necessarily, you know, pretty or everything matchy. And, you know, I just don't do it that way. And for a little while, I was kind of bummed about that. But now I am so happy that I just do my own thing, which again is kind of why you're going to be seeing a lot of the little planner inserts that I've created for myself, because that's how I keep it functional. So instead of just doing like a sit down, you know, list it all out for you guys, I figured I'd show you my weekly reset here and explain what I'm doing, but also give you guys, let me see, about 5 or so tips how I keep, or ways I keep my planner organized for functionality. So I just want to say, number one is, over time, I learned that I do not like flipping through my planner for my daily items. Who wants to have to flip through the planner over and over again just to find the things that you use on a daily basis? It's just, it takes seconds, and those seconds add up, and soon you're like, I've spent so much time flipping through my planner. I kind of look at it like, if you had a workspace, don't you all want it in the same area? Or do you want to be, you know, driving around town or going around your house in every single little room all the time and stuff like that? So basically, it's just one thing if it's for reference or fun, where I will flip there throughout the day, a different section anyway. But I just can't flip to different areas in my life multiple times of, you know, my planner. So I've made my first section here that you guys are seeing me planning in. I've made it my planner to-dos and daily section, because to-dos are kind of just something that you're going to daily. And, you know, I have my dailies and things that I need to do on, I call them dailies, but I also will use a weekly. So it's kind of my daily, weekly section, but I go to it every day. So that, it really doesn't matter what kind of planner I'm using, but whatever day or week I'm on goes here. So for example, yes, I have a lot of my own printables here because I don't mind not having something on the back. It's really just extra note paper for me, which I love. But If I had, for example, something that I'm logging my food on, like I like to log my food on the dashboard layout, I would take that week and move it here. I do get annoyed, like I said, that other things are on the other sides, and I don't want to tape something to both sides because I still use those other sides. Obviously, the other side would be used for the next week, and the side on the other side of that is the previous week. So I don't necessarily want to, get rid of them. But that's also why you see me use a lot of paper clips. So if you do not have a daily section, I do recommend paper clips and paper clipping sections together so your paper flipping is less, and you can just find that clipped section and flip to it. And my second thing to mention is I gave up the pressure to feel obligated to use certain spreads all year or even all month. This has allowed me to use what I'm feeling most productive with in that week or month of my life, and I'm not forced to make something work that doesn't. So at first I felt like I had to use a specific type of planner, for example, dashboard, all year long. Because when I take it out, I have to put it back in that same planner, right? What am I going to do if I switch over and then I don't have my things organized or whatever it may be? So when I take things out, I just basically put them in the same place that they were, just in a totally different planner. And I keep things organized pretty much the way I would in my regular planner. Having that pressure, though, to use the planner that I bought is just, it's unnecessary, I realized. Yes, I bought it. Yes, I still love it. But forcing something that's not working for me, it just was causing more problems than not. So now I pick out 2 to 3 areas of my life that need tracking, and I use those sections for that purpose. Because I have found more productivity with my own daily and weekly sheets that fit my routines, my planner sections are more for me to pre-plan for success and keep track and organized. So my daily and weekly stuff are pretty much a lot of my own printable type of things, my own inserts, but I love using the dashboard layout, the monthly layout, and even the vertical, because you all know I love my squad goals vertical planner from Happy Planner. Those are the ones that I'm using currently for pre-planning of my home and family, a little bit of homeschool, as you are seeing right now, actually, and like cleaning and all of that. So that's kind of my home section. My social media is the monthly layout in the Doodles planner, and my squad goals is, oh goodness, what's my squad goals right now? My squad goals, it's actually my home and family. Hello. And my wellness, that's the other one. There it is right there. Oh man, you guys, when I do these voiceovers and trying to remember everything and watching what I'm doing, it's total distraction. But that's basically one of my biggest tips and my tip number 2 right there. The third thing that I make sure to do, hence, functionality, we are trying to get things done here or be intentional with our time, whatever it is, I call them goals, but I make sure that my dailies and or weeklies, whatever pages I'm trying to use that week, that they have my routines, or you might call them habit trackers, but they have those as part of the routines list. So I know they are getting attention every day, and I am obligating myself. I am being intentional to meet with my planner every so often throughout the day to check those things off. So I know I'm not able to show them in this section of the video in the moment, but in the beginning when we were showing my daily and weekly section, I had a ton of my routines in there, and usually you will see them with the bubbles, for checking off. So I just those have to be in my planner routine on a daily basis. So I know that I am doing the things that I need to do throughout the day to get things done. Otherwise, I feel like, what's the point of my planner? What's the point of all this organization and all of that if I'm not meeting any of my goals, right? So if you've seen any of my past videos, especially about routines and productivity, I have to have those as part of my routines and productivity in my daily. So I don't want to be flipping again through all the different sections. I have a one stop where all my routines are, and I actually split them up between a morning, a day, and an evening routine. To know what these are and what they must be, which really are ever changing, I go over my goals in depth on a quarterly or even monthly basis, and usually I try to include you guys in a video on that, and those goals stay close by for quick reference. I keep current month or quarter because I like to, monthly just kind of comes up too quickly for me. I keep the current month or quarter in the front area, and the past ones either in a separate planner, which is like a journal or reference section, or in a reference section. So in the past, I have had a complete reference section in the back of my planner. Right now, I am trying to condense a little, so I do not have a reference section in this one. However, I'm pretty sure throughout this month there will, let's just say one is probably going to grow in the back of my planner, and that is where I will keep my current month or quarterly goals. And again, those goals align with my daily routines, or I should say my daily routines align with my goals. And that way, they also, I should say, include some of those things that I want to get done on a daily basis, but all of them have some kind of connection with my goals. And the fourth thing I do, or tip number 4 for having a functional planner, would be having note paper or a reference section to put note paper in is a must for me, because in order to keep my functional sections useful and not overwhelming, my notes and extra lists or brain dumps, they kind of have to have a home. I cannot find them if they're on my daily or weekly sheets, and I'll be like that person trying to find a needle in a haystack. So keeping note paper and my notes in a space, or making sure the note of that topic goes to the appropriate section, keeps my planner organized and functional. I love to make notes on my dailies. As you can see right here, I'm setting up my dailies, and you also saw some of those routines. Yes, I made my dailies 2 per sheet there. It's something new I'm trying. Let me know if you guys are interested in trying those as well. But having note paper, for example, I have blank note papers in the front for easy access and small, papers. I have some bigger note papers in the back. And then if I either keep my notes that I've written on in those sections, or kind of like tidying up your house, well, take those note papers that you wrote notes about. For example, if I wrote notes about a meal plan, I would go and put it in my home section, or I would keep it in the front, because that is also where I know my note papers are. So just having those there and having a place for them. And tip number 5, or what I feel like is a way that I make my planner organized for functionality, is maybe this isn't even organizing it, but stop feeling bad or the pressure to have the most beautiful and organized planner. I know I kind of mentioned this in the beginning, but I have found when I use something more for pretty or popularity, it's more frustrating when it doesn't work, and we're more likely to completely quit. Do what you like and find useful, and don't be afraid to make changes. That is the number one thing I have found with my planner, and to be honest, I actually get excited for the changes. And just to note here, because I have made a big deal about having your routines or habit trackers as part of your daily or weeklies, here is an example of 2 of them on a page, which I'm trying out this week. So let me know if you are interested in those, and I will keep you updated as to how those went. But as you can see, my routines are on my weekly or my daily. If it's my weekly, I have the whole box dedicated for Monday through Sunday, or if it's a daily, I have a whole box dedicated for just one bubble or item for that day. Well, you guys, I just want to say that I am so glad that you were here. I hope that you enjoyed this video and the style of it. This is actually my weekly reset, and I am going to do this same video except tell you all about what I'm doing in my next video. So I hope that you will subscribe, hit the notification bell for when that comes up, and find me on Instagram at Mandy_Chavez Chapters for more in my life. And my Etsy shop is linked down below if you want any printables. I would love to hear from you guys, what you guys are interested, how you feel about this video. Just all the feedback and interaction with you guys is so fun, and I'm just so thankful for this community. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.